Gambling operators Han Daoshi live in this county of Tianqi temple, because he is good at magic, so people called him immortal. My late father and most of his kind, every town must to visit him. One day, his father and uncle into town late, going to visit Handao Shi. He happened on the way to meet him. Handao Shi, the key to the father, said, "You go to open the door, enter the room sat waiting for me," and then I went to the father as he said, into the temple and opened the door with a key. Look, Handao Shi already the sitting room. The weird thing about Handao Shi also like a lot. Prior to this, there was a tribe gambling addiction, his father also recognized by the Han Daoshi. At that time, a large Buddhist temple to a monk, good way to determine the winner with dice gambling, bet was particularly large. Serbs saw him gamble particularly pleased, took home all the money to compete with a bet, gambled away all the results. The tribe lost heart more and more anxious, pawned their property and gamble, overnight he lost his shirt, lose everything yet. Since then, he does all day long melancholy music. I went to look Handao Shi, driven to distraction, incoherent. Han Daoshi asked him how it was, exactly try put the gambling thing to tell him. Handao Shi smiled and said gambling is often no reason not lose if you can stop gambling, I can help you win back lost money. Tribe, said as long as gambling money can be recovered as pearl Hepu, I use Tiechu the dice hit one smashes, so, Han Daoshi on a piece of paper to write a spell, to the tribe, to let him in the belt she was wearing. Han Daoshi and charged him after, as long as you can recover the original property abandoned it, do not the Delen Wang Shu, lack of greed yeah. Han Daoshi finished, gave him 1,000 coppers, agreed win money and then returned themselves. Serbs happily went to gambling, the monk gave him 1,000 coppers, very contempt, disdain and he bet. Strong non-Serbs took his bet not, and asked through deliberation. The monks smiled and agreed, so the tribe of the 1,000 coppers as a must-win solitary note. Monk first threw a back nearly as good as the outcome, the tribe took the dice, threw into mining, tribe victory. 2,000 monks and lay down the text as a bet, and he lost. Later, monk bets gradually increased to more than 10,000, most obviously see as the color adopted owl, a tribe yell. It becomes a secondary mining blue color or color pheasant mining and times. In this way, the tribe previously losing money, all came back to win instant. Thousands of Serbs secretly wondering win another article the better, so he bet, but every throw is a second-class mining, gambling operation began poorly. Serb's strange mind, look up in the spell belt she already was missing, tribe alarmed, and quickly abandoned it. Serbs returned to the temple with the money, in addition to repayment of Han Daoshi then 1,000 penny, carefully calculated before a call after winning or losing money with the original exactly the same. Then, the tribe ashamed to ask Han Daoshi forgive him lose fault spell. Han Daoshi smiled and said, spells early return to me my advance repeatedly asked you not greedy, but you would not listen, so I put it take back. Different she said among the various factors that ruin people of the world, did not come up faster than gambling morally bankrupt people of the world, nor fall faster and more thoroughly than the gambling. Any person addicted to gambling, like sinking into the sea fan, do not always know where is the bottom. Business people, farmers who have their own in this industry learn reading poetry scholars, in particular, should cherish the time, carrying a hoe, studying classics, are married the right way even some talk about a few friends, a few drinks watery liquor, but also trade union by way of sustenance in life. The gamblers but in collusion with unsavory associates together through the night to gambling, they rummaging through the impregnability of money hanging in the sky high and steep shout or call Lou pheasant plead that the dice apparitions, or rotate the dice is to rotate like a ball or hand of cards, just like holding a paper fan. Others look at them for a moment, while they look at themselves, eyes parades around as if to see through everything like a sign of weakness on their face and hands under ruthless secret, resorted to the body stops, exhausted ghost trick, even if there are guests waiting in front of the reception, but my mind was reluctantly thinking about gambling sometimes the family house on fire to smoke, still staring earth and pot ice. They therefore sleepless nights, over time they indulge in, unable to extricate themselves or look shabby. Chunjia O Tung looked like a living ghost. Wait until all their money gambled, and had red eyes staring watching people lose bet, seeing gamble yelling, bustling, feeling really ambitious intolerable, but that is only a hero of fantasy because look at their money bag, had no money saved, so that empty frustrated warrior on gambling for him, so, they crane their necks to walk around in the casino, I just feel empty-handed, to no avail and finally only dejected, full of melancholy, until late at night before returning home. Fortunately, his wife has accused the blame asleep, lest he disturb a dog barking then, they would feel empty stomach for a long time hungry, duong kafanwin, der complain leftovers, then, he would have to sell his son, pawn their land, hoping to pay for themselves not think of this as throwing a fire burn the hair, after all, the river fishing month feudal, began to reflect on such a heavy defeat suffered until later, but he has fallen down. I ask highest among gamblers who bet on the technology, people have to refer to the pants that have gambled away the poor man, some of them even hungry because, simply removed from among robbers some scratching their heads could not think hard way, can only expect to live to sell woman's jewelry, alas, moral turpitude, conduct decay, ruin, death bad name, which is not a gambling habit that caused it.